part of me was just afraid, not afraid, but just a little nervous, I guess. I understand that. I guess historically this is a big thing, but for me, it's just another soccer game. So I'm kind of battling with both of those things. Okay, it's just a soccer game. I've done this a million times, but then obviously I know I'm not naive. I know people are watching. So I'm excited to get to my apartment and kind of just be with myself and take it in.
Were the nerves, they come from like screw up? Or
no, I think the nerves are. I think it's I haven't played a game for so long, so I'm a competitive person. I want to be the best I can be. So I want us to win. I want to be successful. So the nerves are, all right, this is soccer. This is game day. We need to win, and hopefully I can help our team win. And just kind of putting myself back in a situation where I haven't thought about that for a long time. I just kind of saw these emotions coming back, and obviously I know a lot of people were watching tonight, so it was like all of those things for about 2 hours.
Robbie, the people outside of the soccer world who normally wouldn't watch soccer, that now you've become a role model for them. How do you plan on handling their expectations, and how do you even plan on handling just what people, I mean, every tweet you make, every interview now will be watched. How are you going to handle all that?
That's a really good question, because this is a learning process for me as well. I would ask just people to just remember that I'm human and that I'm a 26-year-old. So I think I'm just going to be myself. I'm not going to change anything. I think maybe think things through when I use Twitter, but besides that, just be honest with people and try to be a good person through this whole process. And again, this is a learning process for me. So I just hope they don't judge me too quickly on my soccer skill.
You spoke to Jason Collins. What did he say when you talked to him?
I've now spoken with him a few times, but he first just asked me how I dealt with this whole process and just for some advice. So first I would say congratulated him on everything that he's been able to do, and all the millions that he's been able to reach. He's got a huge platform, so I know there's a lot of responsibility that comes to that, because all of America, all the world is kind of watching him. So I kind of just shared my story, and obviously it's quite different because I stepped away from soccer and I didn't have anyone dictate what moves I would make or who I would speak with. So for him it's more difficult because the NBA obviously was pushing him in different directions and different shows and all that stuff. But I really respect him. I think I'm really excited to see where he ends up, and that locker room I think will learn from him. It's obviously all about exposure. So I think I know he's a great guy, and some of the guys in the Galaxy as well know him and are friends with him. So I think he's a great role model.
Scott?
Your expectations for Wednesday and your hopes?
We got to win. Those are tough games in the Open Cup. I think any MLS player that's played in those Open Cup games, sometimes they can catch you off guard. So I think as probably one of the older guys that's going on this trip, I think my first thing I need to do is make sure everyone's prepared. Everyone's ready for what is going to be a battle for sure, because that's a huge game for them. So obviously we expect to win. We're a very good team. Expectations for myself, I hope I can just add and get more minutes and continue this progression. So it's gonna be a great test for us, really good test for us. And then obviously we have a game on the weekend, so it's gonna be a long week. It's crazy to me to think that I stepped away from this game at 25 years old. So it's just I guess tonight I'll kind of sit in my bed and be like, okay, I'm glad that that God gave me the courage to do this and to come back, because I think obviously this is something I love, but obviously it's something that hopefully will help kids my age that we're dealing with the same stuff I'm dealing with.
Does it still feel